Hello, my name is Ariel like the mermaid. Am I a social justice warrior? War! The term social justice warrior I've kind of noticed is like a term that's kind of just in general. I think it's particularly used against the kind of Tumblr crowd, and people who are concerned about social activism. And I think a lot of times it's a kind of dismissive term about certain people that like to talk about certain issues, and like a lot of times people who talk about certain feminist issues, certain queer issues, particularly trans issues, a lot of times are kind of grouped with this idea of social justice warrior. To war! And I realize that a lot of people probably would group me as a social justice warrior. To war! Now, I don't think I would consider myself to be a social justice warrior, and that's not because I feel ashamed to be grouped with these kind of people. That's far from it. I think that people who are that get referred to as social justice warriors often are people who talk about important issues and bring up important issues, but it's more quite the contrary. I just don't think I am really deserving of the title of social justice warrior, because I don't think I do enough. I don't think I'm first of all, social justice, I don't think I deserve any title that has social justice in the name, simply because I just don't do enough and I'm not aware enough. I'm just far too ignorant about any political issues. The fact is, I'm in my second year of college, and I'm a theater major, so I do take other classes that aren't theater classes, and sometimes theater does have to do with social activism, but I certainly haven't taken enough classes or read just enough about social activism. I wish I had, and hopefully in the future I will be more knowledgeable about social justice issues, because I think it's important for everyone to be knowledgeable about these issues, but I certainly just don't know enough. I'm just far too ignorant to know to be classified as a social justice warrior. Social justice warrior! Furthermore, just the whole term, particularly the warrior part. To war! That's a very active thing, to be a warrior of something and to be a social justice warrior. And the fact is, I'm just not active enough to be, a social justice warrior, and I'm not active enough in social justice to be, at all grouped as a social justice warrior. I mean, I don't. I think that to earn this title, you would have to, basically all I do that could be considered for the cause of social justice is I make these YouTube videos, and I occasionally go on Tumblr and I reblog certain things. And certainly going on Tumblr and reblogging stuff, it doesn't really, I think hardly qualifies you to be a social justice activist. More, certainly not a social justice warrior. The videos I post, it's not, even though they probably don't look like they take that much effort, because I don't do, I haven't done that much editing, or I do editing, but they do take effort. I do have to plan, it takes a bit of time, and I do have to plan out what I say, and I do have to do a bit of editing, even though I'm certainly not that good at the editing thing. But it takes more. I think to be classified as someone who's really a social, even just a social activist, I think you have to do more. You actually have to do stuff to change, to inspire change, and to actually try to try to campaign stuff. Try to write your legislator to change certain laws, and there's a lot you could be doing, or volunteering at certain places to help certain people. I think that I really haven't done much of any of those things. People use this term social justice warrior to refer to a certain kind of people, and I guess it's honestly, a big reason why I don't think I can be classified as that is because I'm far too passive in my videos. I don't think I'm very, I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. I don't think that it's, I think there's some value to being someone who tries to be safe and not just blatantly say things that are going to make people angry. But at the same time, sometimes, I think what's more likely to get attention, a person staring at a video camera and calmly explaining their point of view, a person who, you know, is voicing their outrage and demanding that someone be fired for saying something that they said. I mean, you know, maybe there can be moderation, you know, reached, but, you know, I think sometimes there's value to, you know, because at the end of the day, certain people are going to be noticed, and sometimes there's certain things that do need to be, you know, sometimes, you know, certain people do need to, like, you know, trans issues do need to get out there, and sometimes you need people who are more vocal and a bit more aggressive to, you know, and not really backing down on their points to make that a thing. The term social justice warrior is often used to dismiss people, and I think it's important to understand, even if you don't agree with what a lot of these, you know, social justice activists, you know, are saying, that there is some important issues that they bring up, and I think that even if they seem a bit extreme sometimes, and sometimes they may be a bit hostile to people who have different opinions, you know, there's a reason why they are the way they are. If someone thinks that I am a social justice warrior, I am certainly not. I you know, go ahead and call me this this great title that you if you want. You can call me a defender of social justice with my sword and shield, and shining armor. It'd be wonderful if I could be considered a social activist, you know, because, you know, I think that that's important. I think social activism is a very good thing to do. I'm just not really, I can't really be considered that, though, because I make YouTube videos, and, you know, yeah, I make mediocre YouTube videos, and I don't think that's active enough to be an activist. You know, you know, you have to be active, you know, much less a warrior. War! War! Maybe someday I will start being a responsible person, and, you know, and start fighting for good causes. At the moment, I mean, you know, just do these videos.